What the fuck's cracking with it? It's your boys from the FATASS podcast here, presented by Out East Media. Go check them the fuck out. Link in the description. We're just gonna get right into this. We got a Charli D'amelio rant and our usual ad. Just sit through that shit, skip through it. I don't really give a fuck. I get paid either way. Then enjoy the rest of the podcast.
See, it never ever makes sense how you make less when you putting in the hours for the payments. I got a full squad with me, no fake friends.
What's up, guys? Today's podcast is sponsored by Anchor, which is the site in the app that we use to distribute all of our podcasts to. It automatically puts it out to Spotify and to Apple Podcast and puts it on the Anchor site, which is really cool. They automatically find sponsorships for you, which is another really cool thing, and they collect data and analytics to help you determine how to grow your audience. So if you guys are at all interested, make sure you go to anchor.fm or you download their app at the App Store or Google Play, whatever the fuck you use. Yeah.
If aliens descended, then I wonder what they done. A planet like mine, a planet now fucked.
Man, fuck Charli D'amelio. That's what this rant is about right now. Fuck Charli D'amelio, fuck the current state of TikTok, and fuck all of it, man. Fuck all of it. I'm so done. I'm done. I want days back where we could just make fun of each other and everybody would have a good laugh. Now, all I have is Charli D'amelio fucking doing some dumb shit with her hands every other day. I don't fucking care. Why the fuck has TikTok turned into a goddamn normie site? It used to be a fun time. It used to be genuinely entertaining to watch. Now it's all just like attractive people looking for compliments. It's fucking Instagram, but all videos. I'm so fucking done with it. I can't even stand it anymore. Like, I go on my phone, and there's nothing to fucking do anyways, because there's no good games, and I'm, like, sitting there at work or some shit. Like, maybe I go on Reddit and, like, read some, like, pro-revenge or dumb shit like that, you know? But, like, eventually, I get so bored that I'm like, you know what? Fine. TikTok's on my phone still. I'll give it another fucking chance. And then I just see some, like, attractive girl with her tits in your face just fucking shoving them in there for you to see so that you like her video. Like, that's not what we want. The normies have taken over the one app that we held sacred for about 6 months. I'm talking from a guy who was there from like 2018 when it started. My first video I ever posted, and I was watching like way before I posted, was on October 17th in 2018. It's just gotten so much more shit. There's no entertainment in it anymore. It's just attractive people. And you know what? It's gotten to the point to where, like, I started to respect some of the people I despise the most. Like, the guys who do, like, there's, like, the two guys, I forget their name, they have, like, black hair, and, they always do, like, the fast motion things where they're, like, laughing. It's like, ha, 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 ha. It's, like, really fucking stupid, really not funny, but you know what? I fucking respect them, because they've been here since day one. And we've been making fun of them since day one if they've stuck the fuck around. Now, you can't even post a duet with somebody without getting censored. And that just brings it into the rest of the media, too, where, like, you post something that just, like, you slightly poke fun at somebody and you get fucking censored for it. It's so dumb. I mean, TikTok was so cool because it brought you back to those days where you were in, like, an Xbox Live party and people were just fucking roasting the living shit out of you. But you know what? It was fun. It was all in good fun because you just did it to each other. Nobody cared. Nobody took this shit seriously. And that was how TikTok was. It was the only social media app where I would genuinely look forward to going on at the end of the day. And now it's just dumb fucking dances. And the same thing over and over and over again. It's so bad. And not to mention, like, the good people that we lost from it that just led to the demise. And then, you know, Charli just blew up because it was fucking No Nut November. And you had a bunch of 15-year-old boys who were horny as shit watching all of her videos. I mean, why the fuck is that bitch? Why is that cunt famous?
Wake up and you terrified that I don't need a check to be verified. Okay, these niggas talking high for no goddamn reason. Put up, tried to hit the nigga, but he dodged and we...
Okay, so I think let's get it started. I'm gonna go underrated this time. We've been doing the overrated. It's been going well, but we figured we're gonna mix things up, go to the opposite side of the spectrum, give a little taste of the other side, and we'll go same order. We'll give Zach the first pick of the draft for underrated video games.
This might come as a shock, I mean, probably to Max, but maybe some of the viewers. But I think one of the most underrated games of all time is actually Counter-Strike. And I say this because I really think that it birthed the entirety of esports. I mean, that and maybe League of Legends and Dota, but like CSGO, it has pretty much split off into so many creations of so many new games, Valorant, Overwatch, kind of Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, it's really been, I would genuinely be able to trace most of the big games of esports back to Counter-Strike. And I just think that not a lot of people play it because like it kind of has this bad rap, but probably one of the most underrated games of all time. I don't enjoy a lot of video games anymore, but I still enjoy Counter-Strike to this day. So that's why I put Counter-Strike.
I was pretty impressed on like it wasn't that complicated too, because that's why I don't watch a whole lot of Twitch or like any like streams of like esports and stuff, because like League of Legends stuff, I tried to watch it once, I just didn't get it. Like Overwatch, when they're pros, they're so fast, I didn't know what was going on. But watched a little bit of it when Max was down here, and I was like, I kind of get what's happening a little bit here.
Yeah,
man has gun, he shoots guy in head, go burr. You know, it's pretty easy.
Two teams.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna debate Zach here because I'm also a fan of CS.
I think that was pretty. I was gonna say, I'm not necessarily a huge fan, but I think that was pretty unanimous. That was
like if you got into it, it would be so easy for you to understand and you to be able to get into it.
It's like watching baseball. Like if you watch baseball for the first time, you don't know what's happening, but then you figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So we send it to Max. Solid first pick. Zach, solid first pick.
Okay. I'm going to go with Webkins. The OG Webkins, dude.
I had like 12 of those things.
Dude, it was like, that was some good shit. You know, you go down to the mine, right? And you mine your fucking gems or whatever, and you got like the whole crown or whatever. I don't even remember what it was. But dude, Webkins was a shit. Like, I put some serious hours on Webkins.
You talk about geniuses though, like to make a video game that you buy stuffed animals and they go into the game, like
in order to have shit in the game. That was big brain plays right there.
And we're that last generation of people that like they didn't just only have iPads. Like we had stuffed animals and like stuff like that, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was all browser games, man.
Yeah, that was the segue, man.
That was before like consoles like good consoles and all that shit. Like that was it.
It was when mini clip reigned supreme.
Dude, just the fact all the stuff you could do on there too, like all customizing your house. Because me and my brother and my sister had like. We got one for like my mom and dad. Like we had a massive like mansion together.
Yeah, dude, my shit was decked out.
Well, that was okay. So like my thing was Webkins. I never played Club Penguin.
I never did either.
Never played Club Penguin, dude. Never played Club Penguin. You know what was another thing that I missed? I missed RuneScape. I never got into RuneScape.
Yeah,
that was like just a little bit before my time, I think.
I think you just previewed my next pick. I was with my third pick. I was gonna go with Club Penguin. I played that thing a lot. I had a membership for like a year.
I think that's overrated, actually. I think because Club Penguin is like, it's very like, everybody talks about Club Penguin, right? But like, what makes Club Penguin that much different than Webkins?
Dude, it had so much more. Dude, the fact that like you're like 7 years old and you could like, first of all the stuff you can do with your penguin, like you could. It's pretty awesome. But you could customize your igloo. If that was its own game, that would kind of suck. So it's just one thing. But you also have the card jitsu was like its own game, and there was like the surfing, and there was the town, and just like the fact that you could like talk to all these people. Like it was one of my favorite games. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, like I mean, maybe I can't talk too much because I never really played it, but I never saw the appeal. Like, I think if I watch YouTube videos now where it's like adults going on there and fucking around, I think it's funny, but like, I don't see the appeal when I'm a kid.
I think that's what everybody used to do. It just they killed that game. I think I could play that now and be still entertained.
No, I gotta say, it's one of those things that's probably just like old nostalgia, like that just like makes you think it was probably more fun.
Oh, that's probably what it'd be for me now. There's a lot of things though. Like I used to watch Power Rangers when I was little. If I like hear the intro, I'll be like, "Oh, that's tight." But I can't watch Power Rangers.
That didn't go well.
Okay.
But I mean, like you can't like I don't know, like I couldn't rank Club Penguin like top 5 of childhood games.
For that time, man, I don't know. I don't think I could beat it. That was like my game. Oh, and me and like all my friends on my cul-de-sac, we had Club Penguin.
The Craft.
You get together.
The Craft.
That's true.
I think the Craft reigns supreme.
Well, that was like right beat the Craft. It was like right before. It was like they kind of overlapped because what was Craft was 08. I think Club Penguin was around then too. I think Club Penguin was like maybe a little bit before. So I was like already on Club Penguin, but the Craft of course, play the Craft. But
the thing is, you can still play the Craft and enjoy it to this day, and it's not even like there is nostalgia to it, but like you can actually sit there and play like 7 hours of Minecraft and not get bored. Like I think you would get on Club Penguin, you would be like, oh, this is cool, and then like an hour later you're like,
when I was working for that radio, man. I was working for the interning for a radio station during breaks. Me and my guy, it was me and one of my friends were interns, and we were on like opposite sides of each other. We just point at each other, get on the Club Penguin rewritten, and we go racing some sleds. Okay, I see. I'm not gonna change you guys' mind, but my last pick, and the 4th pick. I'm gonna go. This is like way throwback, dude. Like old arcade games. Like I'm talking like Pac-Man, Galaga, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, like what back when you like actually like go to an arcade, like pop in a quarter, or like they got modern pretty quick where you swipe your card.
Yeah.
I think just the fact that you had to go to the arcade to play them just to hit different.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of my favorite times are at like I don't know if y'all have this, but Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
D&Bs.
Yeah, we all got D&Bs, bro.
That's the greatest place on earth. What are you talking about? Do we have
favorite memories?
I went to this really cool place up in like it's like New Hampshire or some bullshit, right? A lot of those states are kind of like flyover states, but they have like their one thing that they claim to fame, right? New Hampshire has the largest standing
I know what you're talking about.
Arcade. And I went there because we went up there skiing, right? And they have an entire floor of like a probably like 15,000 foot warehouse, like at least, right? And it's completely all old arcade games. So like that was like that's sick.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about right there, like the old school.
It's crazy that we're like those are like old school things now. Like,
yeah, right.
They're losing their fame. But that's my last pick.
Dude, I want to have when this inevitably 110% cockiness is key, right? Takes off.
Knock on wood, knock on wood. Okay.
Millions of dollars. I'm going to have a fucking pinball machine and like one of those old school machines that has like, like 70 different games on there. And I'm just going to be popping in my basement, man. Just fucking chill. Like anytime somebody comes over, it's like, dude, what do you want to play? Pinball? Fuck yeah, I want to play pinball. Like, it's such like a flex just to have like a casual pinball machine or like Pac-Man,
Oh, I think I'm more proud of that pick.
Yeah, that was solid.
So I think we send it over to Max.
Okay.
For his last pick, 5th overall.
All right. I'm gonna go. Okay, this is a good one actually. I'm gonna go with Halo. Halo.
See, that was pretty.
Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the series like up until 4. ish.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fair
I think it's like, cause here's the thing. For a long time, like nowadays, that shit is overrated. Like you don't even hear about Halo anymore, right? Like you would hear about like Black Ops 2 getting brought up, or like Black Ops 1, or like the original like Modern Warfare, right? You could
really
hear
don't
that
hear
shit
about
getting
Halo.
brought up. You don't hear anybody talking about like Halo 3 or Halo Reach, but like, dude those
yeah.
games were fucking
so much fun.
amazing, dude. Halo Reach might be one of my top games like of all time.
I'll give you that. Halo Reach was my first like console like shooter game, and I have so many good memories from that game.
Dude, I remember like going, like I didn't even have an Xbox for the longest time. I remember like going over like my cousin's house to go play Halo Reach and like Black Ops 1 Zombies. Like those are like the memories lodged in my brain. But like that, dude, playing Halo like back in the day, it was like the shit. Like when it was actually a competition between like, you were like, dude, you're either a Halo or a COD guy.
Or COD, yeah.
And like that was actually a debate back in the day. And nowadays it's like, what even
It is
Halo?
crazy. I was gonna say it's crazy how underrated it is now. Like you said, if you would have said it like 10 years ago, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
10 years ago, people would have said it's like over. Like it was literally COD or Halo. Like that was what you played, right? And then nowadays it's just like you don't even remember. Like everybody still remembers. Like somehow COD is still stuck around. I don't even know how the fuck they did that, but
I give COD like 3 more years, man. They're so bad now.
I don't know how much more you can do when you put out a game every single year. Like what else are you gonna add?
I think Warzone was impressive that they hopped. In the wagon.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that took off. I don't know how it did.
Actually,
I still can't get around that. No. It looks fun as shit. It's just I don't know how
They were late to the
the
wave
Royale
of the Battle
trend was
Royale
dead.
stuff.
I thought Battle Royale trend was dead. And then they put in Warzone, and everybody was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And then it actually went hard.
I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good pick though. Really good Halo pick. Okay, Zach, you're rounding us out. The final pick of the draft.
Finishing it off.
Underrated.
I gotta say, I think that Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort are potentially the greatest games ever made, and no one brings them up in discussion.
I think that Wii might be one of the best consoles, dude. Like when you talk like,
agree.
you can't sit around with your family and play the Xbox. But dude, when I would sit around, get on the Wii, play Mario Kart or Wii Sports or Wii Sport Resort.
Keep in mind, Wii Sports was a free game that came with the Wii.
Came with the Wii.
And it's goated. It is goated.
The Wii is respectively affordable.
Yeah.
These consoles are getting ridiculous, man. The Wii back in the day, I think, was $200, maybe $150.
Yeah. I think it was $200. I remember like $199.
Yeah. But I gotta say, man, I love Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Like, dude, basketball on Wii Sports Resort is potentially one of the greatest game modes in any game ever.
And the fact you could pop your Mii's in there, dude, like they're so Wii Sports.
Or dude, when you throw the bowling ball backwards and everyone fucking spin around.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, the old boxing when you get the nunchuck, you're just like
getting your ass kicked by Matt.
Dude, Matt would beat your fucking ass. Dude.
Matt would not take any shit, dude. I was really good at baseball. I think that's like an underrated game mode in there. Like nobody really played the baseball in the Wii Sports. But
my thing was
I was pretty good at that.
Golf a good bit. Golf and tennis were our two probably main.
Golf,
tennis, and bowling because everybody plays bowling.
Dude, I have the Do you have like the extension things that actually has like the tennis racket and the baseball bat?
Yeah.
I have those shits like literally upstairs, dude, in a cabinet.
It's like out of there.
Still have the Wii plugged into the TV.
Real shit, I'm bringing my Wii to school next year.
Dude, I had mine at school
I swear to God, if you bring like 3 drunk people home and you're like, dude, I got a Wii, they would go fucking crazy.
But honestly, I'd never take a flight with you. Deep in the mind is where you'll find the answers to your questions. I don't like to deal with problems when I do.
I'll
start it off. If your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. That's just something to think about.
I mean,
your aunt's pretty overrated. Okay, we need. Here, let me try to think.
If the queen had balls,
that's like the old. Hey, what's the difference between snowmen and snow women? Snowballs.
Snowballs. Very factual.
We could do.
I was thinking about just like regular shit, like you guys ever fucking just like drive down the road and see people and like just like looking at them and you're like, fuck you, I hope a car hits you. Yeah, anybody else think that? It's just me.
I think. Well, here I'm actually gonna twist.
I think there has to be an action to trigger it.
Yeah, what he said. So I think like maybe like if I'll twist it. I'll say when we like sometimes walk into downtown. Mm-hmm. And we're looking around outside the bars. I'm like, all right, that guy's an asshole, you know?
Yeah, no. You see, okay. So here's the thing now, right? So where I am, right? It's all city people now, right? And I just see like fucking crowds of like these guys in like kind of short shorts, fruity shit, which is kind of funny because yeah, we're all kind of wearing fruity fucking colors right now, and it's like it's ironic, but I still look at them and I'm like, fuck you, dude, fuck you, like fuck
the old punchable face.
It's like the dudes that wear like spring break fits every single day.
Well, that's the thing, and it's just there's just some people that you look at and you're like, I fucking hate you, like there was no other anything else that went into it. It was just like the way that they dressed, the way that they presented themselves. You're like, I hate you. Like I would want to kill you if I got the chance.
I see what you're saying. I think for me it's got to be an action. For example, I got a great example. I just got my license like 2 months before or something. Go on this big road trip, me and my mom. And you know there's like different variations of highway entrance ramps, right? Some of them you got a long way to get on the highway. Some of them you don't. This is one of those you don't. And if you don't get on, there's a patch of grass. So if you don't get on the highway, there's a big old, like, it's like a double 18-wheeler. So I thought, oh, he'll slow down or speed up, and I'll do whatever, the opposite of what he does. This dude just stays next to me. I speed up, he speeds up. I slow down, he slows down. I'm like, dude, I got to get on the highway. So I had to floor it, like go 90 into around him on the grass and get back on the highway. That dude immediately hated him. That's the old throwback to if I could block someone and never see them again, that's the guy.
Okay.
That's the guy? You're telling me
that's the guy.
That's the guy?
I think
the guy.
I don't
that's
know
the guy for the rest of the life. You're like, fuck that guy.
There's not many,
he's gone.
Not many, look, I gotta exactly. I gotta
be at a truck stop in like Georgia, and you're just gonna like see this like distorted figure and be like, "Fuck you, man."
It's gonna be fucking blurry.
A guy you've never met.
He's gonna
this
be
guy
my
like
car,
marries your grandma or some shit somehow, right?
Oh,
and he all comes back to bite you in your ass.
I couldn't tell you what he really looked like. All I know is he was some UPS driver with like the double 18-wheeler. He was doing double shifts for the day, and I was.
See, I think that's just regularly hating people, though. That's not the same. You had a reason there.
I don't.
See, for me, I can just like walk down the road and be like, dude, fuck you. Like, I hate you. There's no reason why I should hate you, but I hate you. And today another guy gave me a reason. I had to deliver from Dunkin' Donuts, right? And so, like, most people, whenever you go there, like, I'm not expecting fucking, hi, how are you? How's your day going? You know, like, even just talk to me on, like, a guy working to a guy working level. That's all I'm asking. You know, I'm asking for, like, hey, bro, what's up? What you need? I need an iced tea and half a dozen donuts. We ain't got that. What can I help? Like just some regular shit. Yeah, this guy was the biggest fucking asshole, dude. I called him a fucking douchebag as I left the store, as I left the Dunkin' Donuts, because dude, fucking Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, dude, think about all like the nice white bitches that like go into Dunkin' Donuts, like, oh, let me get my iced coffee and a couple munchkins for the girls. He was a fucking dick.
Are we talking like a grown man? Or are we talking?
Dude, no, I'm talking. This man probably lost his job because of Corona, had to work here, and he's taking out his misery on kids like me.
So you're saying he's just bitter because, like, of the circumstances?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, I don't know. But even if I was like that, I would still put on, you know, the hi.
It's just the work face, yeah.
Yeah, it's the work face,
like,
dude.
You don't let everybody,
and it was just
it's like when you ask someone how's it going, you don't actually care.
It was a dick move.
How's it actually going?
I was like,
just ask it. He was a happy face.
Yeah, he was like, all right, what can I get you? I was like, I need a raspberry iced tea, and he's like, we'll have raspberry. We don't have raspberry. We don't have raspberry. What do you want? I was like, just give me iced tea then. And then he started like mumbling under his breath while he was making it, and then he kept getting louder and louder and louder, and he kept trying to say sugar, but I couldn't fucking hear him. And then he's like sugar. I was like, yeah, put some fucking sugar in it. Like, don't yell at me because you don't know how to talk.
He spat in your coffee. He spat in your iced tea, dude.
And then, well, it wasn't even mine. It was the fucking girl. So.
Okay, you're good then. Yeah.
And then so I go and I'm like asking for the donuts, and the girl picked out like it was like a dozen or a half dozen donuts, whatever, and they were all like different fucking kinds. So I was like, dude, I don't know if y'all have ever gone to a place where like you actually have to place the order with the red card or whatever because it doesn't go through the system. That was how it was at Dunkin', right? So usually if I'm at any of the other places, like I'll go to Dunkin' in like Riverhead. Here I was at Dunkin' like in my town, right? And I'll just like hand them the phone, and they can just see everything on the list that says like, you know, like fucking French cooler, double chocolate, whatever the fuck it is, right? And so I like give him the phone. I'm like, here, just put these in there. And he's like, I can't see that shit. I was like, shut the fuck up. Just fucking put the donuts in the goddamn bag, okay? You're wasting my fucking time.
He complained that he couldn't see it and that he couldn't hear you. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what else you want to do.
Shut the fuck up.
What's the other option?
Exactly.
You write it in like big letters. Hey.
Dude, like what? What's wrong with you? And then he gave me the have a nice day, and I said fuck you, douchebag, and I walked out of the thing. That's the last interaction I am having with that man there. And the thing that sucked too was that like at that Dunkin' Donuts, usually, at least like last year, right? There was like a nice like kind of Indian guy. You know, like the Indian guys you have at like 7-Eleven, you know? Those guys are always like really nice. They're like, oh,
people in general just tend to be nice.
Yeah, they're really fucking nice people.
I think I met a mean one.
Exactly. And so, you know, it's usually like that guy there. But, like, even an Indian on like a bad day is better than like that grumpy old white guy. Like, oh my god, dude. I'll use my block on that motherfucker, dude. I don't want to see his face again.
I think if you're listening and not watching on YouTube, if you had to guess like which one was from New York after like our experiences, I think it's quite obvious now. You're like, you ever seen someone just hate them? It's like, no. I usually give people a chance. People are just nice down here.
Nah, you ever just called the Dunkin' Donuts worker a fucking douchebag and walk out? Yeah, no, I can't.
I wonder which one. I'm telling you.
Big thunk.
Just different. Southern hospitality is the real deal.
It really is, man. You go into Bojangles and it's home.
Oh, that was my favorite.
That was the funniest experience ever. Fucking Bojangles with Aiden. When that girl was like, it's bow time! I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
she dapped me. I told him, I was like, dude, you don't understand. This is going to be the greatest
I wish you were there, because she went in, and she was like, it's bow time! Like, daps him up. What can I get you? And then she did the same shit to me. I was like, I just want the same shit he got.
It was hilarious because we were just talking normal. It was like a little bit before closing, so you never know what you're gonna get. Like, not everybody's always happy before closing. She's just like, "How are you guys doing?" Like, she genuinely wanted to know how our day has been. Mm-hmm. We're like, it's a whole lot better now. I was just like, it's bow time. It's a whole lot better now. And she's like,
damn straight, it's bow time. And they like dap each other up.
It was the perfect Bojangles experience. That was the South. I can't imagine.
That's how I'm always gonna picture anywhere south of South Carolina or South Carolina and down. You know, I think that's like that might be the official marker. You know, I think Virginia is like a certified middle state.
North Carolina's iffy.
North Carolina's like because North Carolina's where all the Northerners go when they move down south.
Well, the problem is they have Charlotte because that's like a legit like city. If they didn't have Charlotte and like Raleigh was like the big spot, like no. The problem is West Virginia because those are some country fools.
Okay, yeah. West Virginia is like a different.
They're the weird. They're their own breed
because they got mountains.
They don't count.
They got mountains. That's weird. Yeah. Plus their shape, their state is not like a normal shape. You know.
I have some grievances with the United States right now, and I'm gonna tell you what they are. Here we go. So we have Virginia and West Virginia, and that was all based off some beef from like 200 years ago. Why don't we just make like West Virginia? Combine them. Not just Virginia, West, like some Patrick Star type shit. North and
Dude,
South
there's so
Dakota.
many of those, though.
Wait.
No, I 100% agree with
When
that.
the last time you thought
Dakotas.
about North South Dakota, wipe it off the map, extend Texas all the way straight.
So it just
Okay,
looks
cool.
like a big fucking hat.
Yeah, okay.
The middle is just.
So basically, what you do is you wipe out the middle, like the central time zone becomes Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the Louisiana Purchase, you know how it was like that big chunk?
Yeah.
You make Texas that. You
Just all of that.
You eliminate pretty much most of the useless states by doing that.
Okay.
Oklahoma, Kansas. And then I think what you do with the West Coast, you cut California off, like completely. Like, you know, like that GIF where they saw off California?
Yeah. Just let them have their own country. Yeah.
That needs to happen. People from LA, just that general region, they need to be gone.
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
They're scary breed, dude.
Wyoming, turn that into some sort of military nuclear testing. Who lives in Wyoming? Literally nobody.
Well, I guess that's why we have
Dude, there's more
Arizona.
cows than people.
That's why
True
we have.
story. More
that's-
cows than people.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why we have
don't
Arizona,
even-
though.
Arizona's
for-
just hot. It's like
Yeah, but that's where
it's
we
like
test our
Texas on
nukes, though.
steroids.
That's where
Fair
Nuketown
enough.
And New
is.
Mexico, yeah.
So
But just I
mold them
think
together.
we should generalize. Like when I
Also-
think there's the East, there's the West, and then there's Texas. Like that's kind of it, anyway.
Yeah, but really, truthfully, it's
might as-
California, New
might
York,
as well.
Texas, occasionally Chicago,
That's
and
it.
Florida. But
It's just the
Florida,
East and the
Florida
West.
could really be its own thing at this point.
Florida,
Yeah,
Florida and California could be their own shits. Like, just they could be fine. See, the problem with the
same
U.S. is that we have all these states, and they're all so different. And
they
like,
all- the most of them
we're
fuck out.
like one of our states is like bigger than like most of Europe, like any European country.
That's the problem, yeah.
Like, take
like
fucking
South
Texas,
Carolina's
and you
like
could
an
cover
average
like
like,
the
country.
entire northeast part of Europe.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
like-
North and South Carolina. Let's remove the Carolina. Combine both of them. Call it North Florida. Maybe add Georgia in there.
Dude, no,
Just call
Georgia,
it
you
North
can't do that.
Florida.
No, that would start a war.
That's
Georgia and Florida,
weird.
you can't do that. You can't combine them.
Or like
If you told
South
Georgians that
Ohio.
they had to be called Floridians now, it would literally start the next
But
civil war.
like, okay, actually, now that I bring up Ohio,
They got
we
beef.
need Ohio. What came out of Ohio, man?
Fuck Ohio,
Okay.
dude. Those stupid
Jake
bitches.
Paul.
Those stupid bitches came out of Ohio,
My
and they
favorite
could
was-
fucking die.
Yeah,
So
we had met those girls, and they were trying to argue their case, and I was like, I kind of
No, Ohio.
there's
just sucks.
no argument. It's like I'm sorry,
so
I'm really sorry.
was,
like that's just how your brain is oriented now. They're like, I have to try to see the goodness, and I'm happy you think that way, but there's nothing good. If Cleveland
thank
is
you
in
guys
your state,
for- Yeah, you're canceled. Thank you guys for listening to my weekly runaway thoughts about random shit.
Lately I've been
thank you guys for staying till the end. If you did, if you didn't, whatever. I still got the view. It's not a big deal. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to this week's podcast. We've got a lot more stuff coming. We're gonna switch up the format a little bit next week. I'll kind of let you know. You'll recognize it next week, right? If you think it's better, let us know. If you think it fucking sucks, let us know too. We got Adam down in the description. All of the segues in between our segments, they're all from his songs. He produces his own shit. He's really fucking good, and he's only like 16. So y'all better check him the fuck out, and check out Out East Media, who we're now affiliates of. A lot more coming from that. The company's really cool. It helps out smaller media creators such as myself to be able to grow, and I'm lucky to be a part of the organization, both on an affiliate and in upper level. So just make sure you guys check them out, follow them on everything, follow us on everything, so you can keep track of this. And yeah, thanks again for watching.
Never thought about what I can be. Never sold my soul, just sent me into a pit of envy. Lost my wits, look up in the mirror, then I lost my shits. But I know one thing that never dies. Thought of looking at me like, is that dude it? Who's giving you the place? Probably that dude's bitch. Who's giving you the brain? Probably that dude's bitch. But what you do for another like. On the gram, I don't even wanna think like this.